Hi, everybody. This is our weekly continuing education. And apologies from Brenda, who's unwell, and Roseanne, who's out in the boonies with not much internet connection, and Attila and his family are away on holidays. So it's me, and we're just going to talk I'll share with you Purify, which is 10% off. Sorry for the brain lapse, but you'll find out at the end what's going on. So just a refresher about the power of plants, and that were nature was man's first recipe. And each plant has so much to offer, and science is finding that out these days. There's so much science about how plants and the essential oils can help us. The power of smell. So when we smell something, it enters through our olfactory system and goes into our brain, which is where our limbic system, the emotional center, is, and can bring about an immediate effect. So when you're feeling stressed, find an oil is one of the calming oils. Or if you're feeling overwhelmed, there's a tip at the end of this video. Use an oil to help support you during those times. And I love that I've been able to make over my medicine cabinet. And what I love is, as you'll find at the end, that I've had a big couple of weeks and are probably a bit run down. I'm fighting off a cough or cold. And I love that I can just turn to my medicine cabinet and I can be proactive. I can prevent the ailment from taking over my body and taking over my life. And that to me is like having a superpower. So I'm Lee Skeed. I'm a life coach and hypnotherapist, and I've used oils for about 10 years now on my family, the dogs, the cats, the horses, yes, the plants, the car, just everywhere. I use oils, but I use the whole range of products: the shampoo, the conditioner, the shower gel, the laundry range. I love to have minimal chemicals or no chemicals around my home, because that's better for my hormonal health, which means it's better for my mental and my emotional health. So Purify, it's 10% off this month. So instead of being $40, it's down to $36. And she's a favourite among people who have been using doTERRA for ages, because she helps refresh the air through the combination of Siberian fir, lemon and lime. And I use it for a few interesting things. So here's a couple of recipes. The toilet pod. You know that ad on TV where the toilet is so bright you need your sunglasses to go to the toilet? Well, this is what happens here. So baking soda, citric acid, some Castile soap, and 15 drops of Purify. Blend that all together and push into a mold. And then all you have to do is remove a pod and store them in an airtight container. But then when you need to use it, just simply drop one in the toilet and wait till the pod stops bubbling and then give it a good scrub. Something similar to that, I mix a drop or two of Purify with some baking soda and put it in a bottle like that, where I can just shake it into the cat litter tray, and that keeps any of the odours at bay. That's also great on your carpet, in your car, all sorts of different places that you can use that same blend, same recipe. Actually, talking about cars, I know some people will put a slice of bread on the floor of the car that has lots of drops of Purify in it, and leave that during the day out in the sun or overnight, and that takes all of the odours away. Talking about odours, here's a stinky shoe spray. So fill a 15 ml glass bottle. So that's actually even smaller than this one. With 30 drops of, fill it with water, or put the 30 drops of Purify cleansing blend in, top it with water, shake it, and then spray it on your shoes, and then just let them dry. So where else could you use that? Could you just use that in your wardrobe as a freshener? In the car, again. Where else? Dog beds. Anywhere that the dog may sleep, such as a blanket that I have on the lounge. Just anywhere if there's been odours around. And here is the laundry recipe that I used before doTERRA had either the On Guard laundry detergent or now the beautiful one with the lemon eucalyptus in it. So take a screenshot of that if I move this over here, and make that recipe up if you're into DIY, or otherwise buy the On Guard or the other green cleaning laundry detergent. As most of you know, I'm very hooked on the emotional side of life. Ailments start in our energy and emotions before they manifest physically. And Purify is a brilliant one for helping release toxic emotions. And it supports us to go into that cleaning state. And it invites our body, our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind to let go of those toxic emotions. So what are some of the toxic emotions? So you may feel trapped by negativity or even toxicity. You may want to release past habits or patterns. You may have feelings of hate or rage or enmeshment or other negative attachments. It's a great one to diffuse after there's been an argument in the family, especially if it's between you and your partner. If you have a health practice, it's a great one to diffuse overnight to remove the odours, but also the energies. For any of us that are sensitives or empaths, and we pick up on different people's energies, that's really important that we release those from our home or our clinic. So to receive, first one must release what's blocking, and what's blocking that new clean energy from entering. One of the things I get a lot of clients to do is to draw. And some of you are going, I can't draw. It's not, one of the secrets is to not be judgmental about the drawing. It's about what it helps you release. So this is sort of a drawing of me that I did the other day. I was looking at something that I felt as a failure, and I was trying to turn it into a success. So there's me feeling one. So when I draw, then I look and go, okay, what colour am I feeling? What texture am I feeling? And in this one, I was feeling, I hate crumbly cakes or crumbly breads. It just, and that's what I felt was around me. So draw what you're currently feeling, and then smell the aroma, especially of Purify. And then as you'll see when I get to show you about Overwhelm, then there's some more drawing that you can do. So when you're releasing these emotions and using Purify, diffuse it, breathe it in, put a drop, we're all born with diffusers, put a drop in your hand, breathe it in. Some of you won't like the smell because it has cilantro in it, but just bear with it. Find out, ask yourself why you don't like that aroma, because often that is an indicator of what you need to release. Apply 1 to 3 drops on the bottom of your feet and add several drops into a spray bottle and mist around your home. I use it as instead of smudging sticks. I create a blend of Purify to chase the emotions away, On Guard to put the barriers up for other negative emotions coming in, and I add balance in, and that helps me to stay in the here and now. So a few drops, you can just use a little spray bottle. I often will reuse these, that's 27 ml, or you can buy the little spray bottles. They may even be in the back of the doTERRA of where you do your orders. And I just add a couple of drops of Purify, On Guard, and Balance. And then I spray around my house. And I'll start, say, I have a bedroom there, I'd start there, and I then muster everything and take it to a door and let it out. I jumped the gun. So this is a great one that you can do to do the same thing, but the citrus bliss in it helps you to return motivation and drive, but also addresses lethargy, discouragement, despondency, inspires creativity and connection with your inner child and their natural creative sense, assists individuals in living abundantly and encourages play and excitement. I love to use this one in my art room, especially if I'm wanting to do some art and maybe I can the art's here or I can feel it, but it's not coming out. So I'll spray the area and spray me, and that helps me access my creativity and connection with inner child. It's also a lovely one to spray in your car or your office or just take with you. And I'd often use that one as a, if you're going to lunch and you can't go and wash your hands beforehand, just spray it in, spray it on your hands and rub them together and just kill off any germs that may be on your hand before you have your lunch. Next one is overwhelm. So this is an emotion that's been coming up for lots of people lately, and even myself last week. I had a couple of teary sessions last Thursday because I was just feeling so overwhelmed, because I'm very good at saying yes, and sometimes I say yes too often, and then it's like, how can I handle all this? So what does overwhelm mean? It's a sense that life circumstances are beyond your ability to handle or manage. You're feeling burdened, usually present when you're trying to control something. So if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'll use Basil Aroma Touch Rescuer, which is from the kids range, or past tense, and I rub them over my lower back. Because sitting on top of your kidneys are your adrenal glands, and they struggle when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. So that gives them a bit of love and support. But I challenge you to look deeper. So maybe this is good trying to draw, to scribble. Just remember, scribble. If there's, that's not, all these words are coming into your head, that's not a very good drawing, it's all this judging stuff. Just go, not now, Amy, because between our two brains, we have the amygdala. And if you shorten that down, that's Amy. And that's where a lot of those old things are stored. So just say, not now, Amy, I'm playing. And if you say that often enough, Amy stops nagging you about being a perfectionist. So ask yourself, what am I trying to control? Do I trust that help from outside myself is readily available? And that help can come from people or from a higher energy. And then start doing another drawing of you when you're feeling amazing, that everything's in control, you're feeling calm. and declare, I am now perfectly supported in every moment. All things now work together for my good. But also visualize white light flooding into your heart and supporting your back, your spine, and your lower back. And just visualize it. You may even want to draw it, because that just accesses a different type of your body. So, here's my quick drawing of this person now. And then I would just do light going into the heart and down the back, just simple as, and just feel into it. Okay, and be curious about what comes up. And because you've probably heard that I've got a sexy voice, I'm fighting off a cold or a flu. And so I've been using FLOT last night, 2 o'clock this morning, and I'll have another one now. So what is that? I add 1 drop of each of these oils, frankincense, lemon, on guard, and tea tree, into an empty capsule and take with water before bed. Or if you don't like consuming the oils, add it to a roller. And in that case, I'd add, if it's for an adult, 3 to 6 of each of these to it, and then just roll it on the back of your neck, down your spine, on your feet, on your hands. Your feet and hands have a lot of acupressure receptor points and get absorbed into your body quite quickly. I'd even put across your chest and your back. And then I'd layer on the eucalyptus, and eucalyptus is oil of wellness. So breathing it in really does help us feel a lot better. So thank you. And look for I'll put this into a newsletter and send that out to you soon. With those newsletters, it's a great idea to create a file on your computer and keep them all in there, or print, as some of them people are doing, printing them out and then putting them in a folder. I've got this big guy, and so then you can refer to them as you go along. So you end up with your own essential oil Bible. So have an awesome week, and thank you for watching this video, because your support means everything to us. We so appreciate you being here. And by knowing that you've watched this video gives us the energy to keep on continuing more. So thank you. It's a two-way street.